We're Biscuiteers, the original hand-iced biscuit company. Each year we ice around 3 million biscuits by hand, and today we'll be showing you how to ice our ice lolly biscuits, one of our most popular summer designs. To follow along, you'll need flood icing in green, orange, yellow, red and white, line icing in white, dark brown, light brown and yellow, a biscuit in the shape of a rocket lolly, 2 rectangle lolly shaped biscuits, and sprinkles. Take the yellow line icing and draw an outline around the biscuit. Move smoothly and slowly, touching down onto the biscuit lightly at each corner. Next, split the biscuit into 3 sections, just like the ice lolly. Make sure there are no gaps in the line icing, as it acts as a barrier to keep the flood icing from running. Take the red flood icing and fill the top section of the biscuit. Next, fill the middle section with the orange flood icing before filling the bottom section with the yellow flood. It's easiest to go round the edges first before filling in the centre. Take a toothpick and make sure any air bubbles are popped. They tend to show within 30 seconds or so. If there's a dark shadow, it indicates that there is a bubble under the surface. Make sure you clean the toothpick between colours to avoid contamination. The flood icing now needs to dry out. To do so, place the biscuit on some greaseproof paper and put in a low temperature oven at around 50 degrees for around 30 minutes. Once your biscuit has dried, take your yellow icing and draw a straight line from the orange section down to 3/4 of the way down on the yellow section. Repeat again. Now start a third line on the right hand side. Once you reach the yellow section of the biscuit, make a small diagonal line to the right before continuing the line down. Repeat on the left hand side. If the line breaks at all, simply go back and fill in the gap. Now take the light brown icing and outline the stick at the bottom of the biscuit. Once you've done that, use the line icing to fill the area in vertical strokes. This gives the effect of a wooden lolly stick. With your white line icing, draw an elliptical curve like an upside down C at the top of the biscuit. Now continue drawing curved lines down each side of the biscuit. Aim for about 6 curves on each side with a straight line at the bottom. Next, draw slightly curved lines from one side to the other, connecting the points of the curves. Take your white flood icing and fill in every other section, making sure there are no gaps. Be careful not to overfill the sections or they could leak. Now use the green flood icing to fill in the remaining sections of the biscuit. Again, use a toothpick to pop any air bubbles and create a smooth finish, cleaning the toothpick between colours. Next, take the red flood icing and draw an elliptical circle within the top section. Now your flood icing needs to dry. Put into the oven at 50 degrees again for around 30 minutes. Once the biscuit is dry, take your white line icing and retrace the lines that divide the green and white sections. This gives the biscuit more definition and a smoother finish. Finally, take the light brown icing and outline the bottom of the biscuit again to create the ice lolly stick. Finish off with vertical lines to fill in the outline and your biscuit is complete. Take your white line icing and outline the rectangular shape of the biscuit. Take as much time as you need to create straight, even lines. Draw 2 more lines on the biscuit to divide it into thirds. Use your white flood icing to fill in the middle section carefully, spreading the icing evenly around the biscuit. Repeat with the red flood icing in the bottom third of the biscuit, outlining the shape before filling in the centre. Take your toothpick to pop any air bubbles, cleaning it in between colours. To dry the flood icing, put your biscuit into the oven at 50 degrees for about 30 minutes. Now take your dark brown line icing and slowly fill the top third of the biscuit with vertical lines. Take your time to create even lines that cover the whole section. You can stop at any point to adjust your grip, just restart where you left off. Take your bowl of sprinkles, pick your biscuit up and simply turn it face down into the sprinkles, allowing them to stick to the brown icing. Pat it down in the sprinkles a few times to make sure it's fully covered. Now add the finishing touches. Take your white line icing and go over the bottom line that divides the red and white sections of the biscuit. Finally, take your light brown line icing, outline the small wooden stick at the bottom of the biscuit before filling it in with vertical lines. And there you have it, 3 beautiful ice lolly biscuits. If you want to learn more of our tips and tricks, subscribe to our channel. You'll get notified every time we upload a new video teaching you the skills we use at the Ministry of Biscuits.